In 2020, new vintage for Colore and Testamatta from Bibi Graezt.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, thank you. So we have here all together now to tasting, of course, hear you about this new vintage. Please.
Okay, fantastic, amazing. Hi everyone.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us. It's a real pleasure to introduce you the new vintage of Testamatta and Colore. Actually, today we will taste a preview because this wine is not in the market yet. Going to be released in about 3 weeks. So for the moment, the wine which is not on the market. So it's a very young wine. It's like a baby. From this tasting, you can get an idea of the real potential that this vintage can show. So we are a bit in a rush because also this year we will release Testamatta and Colore through La Place in Bordeaux. So we are preparing the campaign, and we are also preparing the harvest party, which will be the 1st of September, next week, here in Exzellenz, in the winery. And unfortunately, I think I can travel right now from Brazil to Exzellenz in just a matter of 1 week. But for the next harvest party, if you are coming by Exzellenz, you are all invited, and you can join us for the party. Actually, this Testamatta and Colore 2020, we are very proud of this vintage. Bibi says probably the best vintage we ever produced from day one. It's a unique vintage for several reasons. First of all, because it's an exceptional vintage which combines a lot of power, a lot of structure given by the heat of 2020. This power, this strength, this concentration of the wine, it's balanced by the altitude of our vineyards, because we have vineyards very high in altitude. The key factor for Testamatta and Colore are, first of all, the selection of indigenous varieties, such as Sangiovese. Then the age of the plants. We select the oldest plants in our collection for Testamatta and Colore, and we have the best selection in Tuscany of old plants. And finally, the altitude. The altitude is a very important element for our vineyards, and our vineyards are located in between 200 to 600 meters on top of the sea level. These allow us to source grapes in vintage very hot like this, which are still fresh, still so elegant, still so nice. Therefore, the wine that we produce is the perfect balancing of this power given by the heat, but also the finesse, the elegance that Bibi research for the wines. This is the first main reason. The second one is that this wine is the first that we entirely produced during a pandemic. And this is a very meaningful element, because when it was the COVID period, you couldn't do anything but work, only staying in the vineyard, only taking care for your barriques. And this wine has been harvested during the pandemic, has been treated during the pandemic, has been worked during the pandemic, even the blending has been done during the pandemic. And we slowed down all the things, all the procedures, and we took a lot of care. So it's a wine that it's been created with very lot of attention. obviously we were forced to by the pandemic. The third main reason why we are very proud of this vintage is that we found a fantastic vineyard very close from where I am right now in Exzellenz, which is called Olavo, the vineyard. And it's a fantastic vineyard on around 420 meters on top of sea level. Very windy and beautiful exposure, and gives a fantastic acidity, a fantastic freshness to the wine. And we, it's funny because Testamatta and Colore, they are not single vineyards, so they are the combination of the best barriques that we have, and we harvest each single plot of the vineyards separately, because of course with exposure, with soil, with altitude, you get different wines, and all the barriques contain specific wine. And when Bibi was tasting the wine, barriques coming from this new land, this new vineyard, it was fun because it tasted that, this is going to Colore. We found out that all these vineyards went inside the final blend of Colore and really gives a different shape to the final blend of Colore. So it's something very unique. So I don't want to spoil too much. I want the wine to speak for me. But just before starting the tasting, the last surprise for this vintage is something that I sent to Olavo with the phone. I don't know if he already shared with you. But for vintage 19, the last one, we made a special bottle to celebrate the 20th anniversary. Here we go back to the previous label, painted by Bibi, both for Testamatta and Colore. We decided to make something new for the case. The cases that will be used for Testamatta and Colore, they will all be covered with a special cover made in stainless steel for each case for Testamatta and Colore. And it's a very beautiful cover, which shows a texture which is handcrafted and handmade by artisans in Italy. And considering that they are all handmade, they are all different one from the other. So every case, it's a unique piece of art, different from all the others. We decided to use these elements, the stainless steel, because both the wood of the case and the stainless steel are material that were used by Bibi and his father, who is a sculptor, for their piece of art. So we decided to underline the bond that we have in Bibi Graezt world between art and wine by providing these unique boxes, and all the boxes that we will ship will be with this unique piece of art made by the stainless steel. Sangiovese. In the past, Colore was a blend of a little hint of Colorina and Canaiolo. Then, since last vintage, 19, Bibi decided not to use Colorina and Canaiolo for the brand of Colore, but 100% Sangiovese for both Colore and Testamatta. So you have this main difference given by, first of all, the selection of the old plants that we have in our collection for Testamatta, for Colore, sorry. In fact, for Colore, we select plants that are up to 90 years old. So the age of the plant is a key factor for our production. And in time, Bibi researched in all the Chianti area the oldest plants he could find. That's why we have the vineyards in different areas. We have 6 main vineyards for Testamatta and for Colore. Because we were searching for vineyards with these 3 elements: the vineyard's variety, the altitude, and the age of the plants. And the age means a lot. You feel the presence of the different layers that you are able to create with the different layers you are able to create with Colore. This deepness, this aromatic complexity that you have in Colore. Also, the main difference is given by the touch that Bibi use for creating the blend of Testamatta and Colore. Testamatta is the style of Testamatta is always very elegant, very vibrant, very energetic. While for Colore, you have this deepness, this complexity, these very beautiful layers, undertones that you detect. Is made with no concentration for both, no commercial yeast, and the main feature is that we don't use new wood for aging. We use very old, but you can feel like it's in the wine that we use very used wood. By the tannins, by the color, by the structure of the wine, you feel it. It's a wine which has been aged with old barriques. We keep the barriques even to 20 years, 22 years. So at the end of the journey, they just give micro-oxidization. So that's why you have this very smooth tannin. You can feel this wine is younger, we have to admit it. But even it's very young, it was bottled a few months ago. But the tannins, it's already gentle, it's very smooth, very molto morbido. You can achieve this smoothness only with this kind of barriques. They are French toasted barriques because we want to give a very slow and continuous aging inside the barriques. And then that's it. I mean, it's quite similar. And at the beginning of the aging inside the barrique, we don't know if the single barrique will be used for Testamatta and Colore, because the evolution is very unpredictable, and we don't have enough style that we want to achieve. So the wine starts the aging process. We constantly check how it's going, where the direction that the wine is taking, and at the end we use the final result, the final barrique. It has to be, I mean, it's him that is creating the final blend. So you never know if a single barrique will be used for Colore or a Testamatta.